I just couldn't stop crying. Help me! I absolutely loved this film.
Best Indian superhero film ever. That was one of the best superhero movies that I've ever watched.
That was just, it was such a good film.
Best Indian superhero film ever.
Only one?
I know people would hate me for saying that. There is a superhero film called Krish it's a Hindi film starring Hrithik Roshan. That was really good, but I think this one just...
Like, I'm still sort of in shock from this final scene. I looked up who played Shibu. His name's Guru
Somasundaram.
I'm sorry, but he, like, I know this is about Tovino Thomas, but he stole the show at the end.
He's a great actor.
Like, he was just incredible. And the way that he transitioned, you know, he'd be serious and then he'd do that giggling, but at the end you could tell he'd completely lost it.
Yeah.
And I really liked that although they were making Jason heroic, MINNAL MURALI heroic, when he did kill Shibu, the music was quite sad.
Yeah.
You know, when we talk about, you know, a major note and minor note, minor
signifies sadness.
Yeah. And I could hear that low sort of minor tune when Shibu died. It wasn't like, let's all celebrate that he's died. It was a sad moment for Jason.
That's what I really liked about the ending. The filmmaker didn't want us to be happy because this person, supposedly bad, is killed.
Yeah.
He didn't need to be bad. It's only because he had some hardships or many hardships growing up or even when he was adult. He became bad and he made some bad choices. He looked really ill towards the end.
He just looked... That's what broke my heart because I could just see this with someone who had severe mental illness and who needed support.
Yeah.
When he burned that bull alive at 7 years old, he needed not even a psychologist. He probably needed a psychiatrist. Yeah, he definitely needed a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
And just those resources were not available to him, probably because of, you know, he lived in such a rural area.
Facilities and also lack of awareness.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And when his mum died... It's never really addressed, but I feel like she might have committed suicide.
Yeah.
And there is obviously something psychiatric that runs in the family, some mental illness.
Yeah.
And it's just so sad that circumstance and trauma, like what pushed him really was trauma, the trauma of losing Usha. But it was also his bad decisions. He decided to use violence as a way to woo her, and you know what ended up making her want to be with him was that beautiful drawing that he drew of them being together. And when she saw this folder of all the bits and pieces he'd kept of her, that made her fall for him. If he had just shown her that,
yes, all that's needed was for him to show his love.
Yeah.
And he didn't know that because he didn't deal with all the childhood issues.
And he also didn't have much love. Like, he didn't have his parents.
Love wasn't shown to him, so he didn't know how to show love.
Yeah, and that's what he said to her. I didn't know how to approach you.
Exactly.
But...
that was really sad, her dying.
Yeah.
It's only fair you cried.
Yeah, you will notice that there was a cut after that because I blew my nose for a long time.
We had to pause.
I just couldn't stop crying.
Yeah, oh, it was really sad. I was thinking they will kill, the filmmaker will kill Jason's love interest as well, but I think they were trying to show that even she is a brave soul and she wanted to help the people.
I love that. She was not an MJ.
Exactly.
You know, like, help me!
Yeah.
There was none of that. She, like, kicked the wall and saved the day.
Yeah.
And I actually, because it's such a trope for the woman in superhero movies to need to be saved.
Exactly.
But she, like, was such a badass and just...
Every decision made by the filmmaker is so impressive.
Yeah.
Like the way they showed Biju, that's her name, and the way they built all the characters, especially Shibu's, and how he showed that Shibu dying is not a great thing.
Yep.
I mean, nothing else could have been done because it's beyond
I think
repair.
he was just so unwell by that point. There was no bringing him back. And there's no facility that could have kept him safe. He was so strong because he used all his anger. And I think it was anger really that pushed Jason in the end.
Yes.
Maybe not anger, but a passion to some
motivation given by his dad, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that came from within. I think he remembered that his dad told him that.
That's true, actually.
In the end, when he needed it.
And they showed that was what pushed him to be able to overpower Shibu.
Yeah.
Was instead of using that violence, that anger, he was motivated by a power to want to help people.
Exactly. Kudos to Pia for guessing that he will hone the Darth Vader or controlling objects skill.
Yeah.
Power in the end.
Well, I noticed that was something he couldn't do, and I thought that's going to be what pushes him.
That's going to be what makes him win the battle with
Shibu.
Yeah, the way Shibu got burned. Oh my god. His life is full of hardships.
Yeah.
Even just before dying, you know.
And
he never really had any bright moment.
Yeah, and so often the villain is just... It's just 2D, and then the superhero is 3D, and you never get to see, but they really delve into Shibu's life and what motivated him and what got him to that point. Yeah. When he was running around laughing and jumping, that was an incredible scene.
Great acting. I don't know, I'm sorry we can't stop talking about Shibu's character and the actor.
I know.
I think it's just very impressive. His acting is amazing.
Yeah, it was.
I think, like you said, Tovino Thomas stole the first half and Guru Somasundaram stole the second half and climax as well. Maybe towards the end it was both.
Yeah, let's talk a bit about Tovino Thomas.
Yeah.
I feel like perhaps when Jason's father died, he might have actually jumped on that grenade or something.
Yeah, probably. It was ticking. It was going towards something.
And he worked and worked and worked until everyone could be saved except himself.
Yeah.
And that was an inspiration for Jason.
Very selfless. And towards the end, I think that's what motivated him to stay in the village, not go to US.
Yeah, and even though he could easily break out of that jail, he stayed there. He knew, if I'm going to do good for the people, I need to live within their rules. Just because I'm strong enough not to. And when he was sitting in that jail, just the expression on his face, he seemed so deflated.
Yeah.
And he was just like, all right, well, these are the consequences for my actions.
Yeah. Loved the effects, all the objects throwing, all the punching and the jumping speed.
Well, I saw a few comments where we thought it was CGI earlier and it was actually Tovino Thomas. I think that people were saying that
the trick that he did with the foot and also all the rings throwing.
Yeah, I think that was all him, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I loved his expression at the end, just the determination in his face. And,
and he's waiting for more villains.
Yeah,
so
we'll see.
I'm sure there's going to be sequel. Hopefully there is a sequel.
Well, everyone could see his face. Unfortunately, his mask, his costume did not last very long. But you got to see his face and how devastated he was when Shibu died. He didn't look happy at all.
I mean, the planetary triangle would affect other villages, other states, cities as well, not just this village.
Yeah.
So maybe there is a super villain in another city, and who's gonna attack this village or come for Tovino Thomas or Jason or MINNAL MURALI.
Yeah, I absolutely loved this film. I'm gonna recommend it to everyone. I just think it was brilliant. It was so well filmed. Tovino Thomas, Guru, the little boy, Biju, they just incredible.
Great acting.
And then all the other characters as well, really fantastic acting. I love the cinematography, the CGI, the music.
Music was amazing.
I feel like I'm on a high after watching this film. I can't think of anything negative at this moment because I just loved it so much.
I don't see any negatives either.
Yeah. But
what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. Everything you want to tell us about this film, comment down below. Please give a like and subscribe to the channel. You've been really kind to us over the past few days with the videos, so thank you so much. Wish Shibu got some of that kindness so that he didn't turn evil. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye guys.
There's plenty of content waiting to be watched, so scroll down and explore all the playlists. Oh, and one more thing, if everyone watching our videos subscribe to us, it'll allow us to do even more videos. So subscribe to us. Come on now.